Roll up your sleeves and buckle up. You're diving into the Ultimate Agent Podcast with your host, Jenny Aldrete, for a thrilling ride to ignite your business with a bang. We're here to serve you with a cocktail of the freshest social media strategies, electrifying marketing techniques, and unparalleled advice from the who's who of the real estate world. With our distinctive, practical, and genuine methods, you'll be falling head over heels for your business all over again. So get ready as we're about to crank up your business to an 11. Hey guys, there's going to be a couple things within this podcast that you won't be able to see because I'm pointing at them because this originally was a reel. This information was so important, I decided to turn it into a podcast. So at the very end, go ahead and take a look at the show notes, and I would love it if you would hit subscribe. Realtors, here are some of the top headlines that your clients are hearing and the information you're going to need to make sure you can support them. I'm Jenny Aldrete with Lux Mortgage Team and founder of thesavvysocial, always here to help you grow. One of them is that the media is saying that renting is better than buying. There's even one out there by realtor.com, but this article isn't even as bad as some of the others. While most of the articles look at cash flow, they fail to consider amortization, appreciation, rental renewal increases, and tax benefits. But we do have a solution for you. We have a rent versus buy calculator. So if you look at this example right here, where the purchase is $1,100 more than the rental on a cash flow basis, and we've even increased the percentage rate from 7% to 7.25% as in the article, and factored in some negatives like property tax increases and the cost to sell the home in the future, and it was still $130,000 better to buy than to rent. So make sure that you're sharing things like this with your customers. Information truly is power. And there's some other things that they need to know when it comes to why would the media say that it's better to rent? And I also want to say there are times that it is important to rent. So of course, it's not always bad to rent, but it is important to be informed. So back to my point, why would the media push this narrative? Well, first of all, know that in 2021, 28% of homes sold in Texas were bought by corporations, companies, or LLCs. Now, an LLC could be just a person, but that is a 4.6% increase from 2020. 43% of homes in Dallas County, 52% of homes in Tarrant County were purchased by institutional investors in 2021. Texas is currently the #1 state with the most homes purchased by institutional investors. And they actually prefer purchasing single-family homes and communities on a large scale so they can rent the houses for a profit. This can take form in a short-term rental or a long-term rental, but this is making it more difficult for local families and first-time homebuyers to even compete to purchase a home. And then back to why the media would push this. These large companies are going to make a lot of money when people rent. I'll let you connect the dots. Okay, the second thing that your clients are going to hear is that the Fed is not backing down from the 2% inflation target rate. The Chicago Fed president mentioned that obviously they're committed to doing this and they think that they're on the way to making this happen. He also said that things in the economy will get worse now and in the coming years because of the things that they've done, and that you're going to start seeing these things because there's lags due to monetary policy, meaning that we haven't yet felt the impact of the choices that they've made. When asked why housing prices have still been strong, it's because the inventory is so low, according to Brown Harris, Stephen, CEO on housing. So she says that when rates come down, inventory will open up and then home prices will decline. But this made no sense. Because what's actually going to happen is that the people who couldn't afford to buy a home will come back into the market and actually increase demand. And we're already seeing 3.5 offers on average per listing. So when rates come down, it'll be even more competitive and likely drive home prices up even more. As far as current mortgage rates, according to Mortgage News Daily, which takes a national survey of mortgage rates, the current national average for a 30-year fixed is 7.6%. For 30-year jumbo is 7.6%. For 15-year fixed is 6.89%. 5/1 ARM is 7.08%. 30-year FHA, 7.05%. And a 30-year VA, 7.06%. There's, of course, no way for us to know if this includes buy-down points or anything like that. And this does not mean these are our rates either. Something that's really important to tell your clients is that rates change daily. And so how do they know how to compare rates from lender to lender? The first thing is that they need to complete an application. And these are the 6 pieces of information that are actually needed for a full application. Once that happens, the lender can then give them a loan estimate. If they have a loan estimate from 2 lenders on the same day for the exact same loan program, Then they can effectively compare the rates. And that's what makes it difficult, because as a client, it's really hard to know all of this information. How are they supposed to know that rates change daily, or to be able to always read the fine print and know if it's the exact same loan program? That's why you can always call us, because we actually can help walk them through this and help them compare the two, and also give them various options based on their goals. It's not our goals, it's their goals. And education is a huge part of that. And whether it's in English or Spanish, we have their back. A couple other really notable headlines is what the Fed said. Chairman Powell came out and said the words higher for longer. And while they skipped a rate hike on September 20th, he did forecast an additional rate hike later this year and only 2 rate cuts by the end of 2024, because they're still aiming for that core inflation rate of 2%. The Fed is now forecasting a stronger GDP, lower employment rates, which are all things that the bond market does not like to hear. And as a result, the mortgage rates went back up. And affordability very much raises a challenge for a lot of buyers. But remind them that there are definitely buy down options and programs like the FHA link program that we have with the 96.5 LTV option for various buyers, including I-10 buyers, and so much more. So just because this is the news, don't forget that lenders decide that they can become more flexible, and they come up with creative ideas to help buyers get into homes. So while they may have been rejected before, it doesn't mean that they still would get rejected. There was over 4 million homes sold in August, which is about 1% less than last month and 15% less than last August. However, home prices edged slightly higher, which is nearly 4% higher from last year. As we mentioned, low inventory, increased rates, increases home prices. Pretty much the only lesson that most of us remember from economics, law of supply and demand. So I'm also going to give you some really important reasons why people say they aren't buying right now. And this may help organize your social media content, or help guide your discussions, or even just help you educate your prospective buyers to encourage them so they can buy a home. 34% said they couldn't find a home within their budget. This is where having a conversation with us can really help. 18% said they're waiting for the mortgage rates to drop. That's actually not that many, guys. So if you're waiting to put yourself out there because you think everyone is waiting for the mortgage rates to drop because that's what the media is telling you, or that's your perspective, it's not true. Only 9% said they're waiting for prices to drop. 7% said they're worried about being able to sell their current home. 5% said they're worried about competing with multiple offers. 4% said they're worried about getting approved due to credit issues, and 3% said they can't save enough for a down payment. And over a quarter said that they're hoping that the market moves in their favor. Lower home prices, lower mortgage rate, or both. But here's the thing, home prices are pretty much moving up everywhere, and the modest decline in home prices experienced in the second half of 2022 has largely been erased. And remind them, they'll know the cost of acting now, but do they fully understand the cost of waiting? When talking about their main issue for saving for a down payment, 4% said they had no issue. 23% said it was their current rent or mortgage payment. 17% said it was a credit card balance or payment. 12% said it was their student loan debt. And 11% said it was their car payment. 28% said it was their car loans and credit card payments that kept them from saving for a down payment. And the annual percentage rate of a car loan and a credit card payment is much higher than a mortgage loan, even at 7.5%. So consumers in this position should contact us and discuss a debt consolidation strategy. So even if they give up a much lower mortgage rate, they could still significantly save on their payments overall. And as far as you guys are concerned, confidence is waning. Only 11% of you guys said you expect increase in traffic over the next few months, and that's for buyers. And only 10% thought you'd said there'd be an increase in seller traffic. Of the homes sold in August, there was 20 median days on the market, and 72% of the homes that were sold in August were on the market for less than a month. 29% of sales made up first-time home buyers. Cash sales made up 27%, and 31% of homes that were transacted in August were sold above list price. And there were 3.2 offers made on average for each home sold in August. So guys, I hope this was helpful, that you can educate your clients in some way, whether it's altering your social media. Let us know if you need any graphics, marketing materials, video ideas. And we also have simulations that we can provide you through our different resources, and also ways to market your listings and provide different loan options. We are here for you guys. We're here to help you grow. And don't forget, we did it ourselves and we can show you how to do it too. So reach out to us, join us on Facebook at The Savvy Social. It's where all of our realtor resources are. And we hope you have a phenomenal weekend. Make sure you go ahead and follow the Ultimate Agent podcast. And also, if you're a realtor, join us on our Facebook group at The Savvy Social or follow us on Instagram at The Savvy Social for agents. And if you're a client, we would love to hear from you as well. You can reach out to us. We are Lux Mortgage Team. Feel free to go ahead and message us at 512-699-5267, or you can email us at luxmortgage@efgtx.com. Go ahead and subscribe to the Ultimate Agent podcast. We'd love your support. And if you're a realtor, jump on our Facebook group at The Savvy Social for social media support and more. And you can also follow us on Instagram at The Savvy Social for agents. And if you're a client, we'd love to hear from you. You can message us at 512-699-5267 or email us at luxmortgage@efgtx.com.